guys, welcome to this YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe and click the notification bell to get updated each time we upload a video. So today we'll be looking at finding gamma 1 over 2. Now to find gamma 1 over 2, let's establish this relationship between the gamma and the beta function. When you have beta m comma n, this is equal to gamma n all over gamma n plus n. So this is what you have. Now let's assume this to be this. So now where you have n to be equal to 1 and n to be equal to 1, that means beta 1 over 2 comma 1 over 2 is going to give you gamma 1 over 2 multiplying gamma 1 over 2 divided by gamma 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. So this is going to be equal to gamma 1 over 2 all squared divided by gamma 1, and gamma 1 is equal to 1. Now that means gamma 1 over 2 all squared will be equal to beta 1 comma 2 1 comma 2, because this is equal to this. Now beta m comma n, formula for beta is integral from 0 to 1 of x raised to the power of n minus 1 into 1 minus x n minus 1 raised to the power of n minus 1 dx. So now where our m is 1 and our n is 1, that means we are going to have this to be equal to integral from 0 to 1 of x raised to the power of 1 over 2 minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to the power of 1 over 2 minus 1 dx. So this is going to actually give us integral from 0 to 1 of x raised to the power of minus 1 over 2 into 1 minus x raised to the power of minus 1 over 2 dx. So let's take x to be equal to sine square theta. Let's take x to be equal to sine square theta. Then that means the x is going to be equal to 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. So this is our dx, 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. Now I'm having this now. When theta is equal to 0, let's change our limit now. When theta is equal to 0 here, when theta is equal to 0, sine 0 is going to give you 0. Theta is equal to 1 here, we are going to have pi over 2. The limit is going to be pi over 2. That's sine 1 here. The inverse there is going to be pi over 2. So that is what we have. So now let's substitute all of this into this. Let's substitute all of this into this. Let's call this star. Let's substitute all of this into star and see what we have. Then that means 1 over 2 all squared now is going to be equal to integral from 0 to pi over 2. I've changed our limit already. X, I will know our x to be what? Sine squared theta. X is sine squared theta, and this is multiplying minus 1 over 2 here into 1 minus sine squared theta, and all of this is also multiplying this power minus 1 over 2 dx. And our dx is what? Our dx is 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. So let's solve this further. Now these two actually can come outside this integral sign. So we are going to have 2 integral from 0 to pi over 2 of, now look at this here, these 2 can go with these 2 inside there. So we are going to have sine raised to the power of minus 1 of theta into, now 1 minus sine square theta is equal to cos square theta is a trigonometric identity. So substituting cos square theta where you have 1 minus sin square theta, this is going to give you cos square theta is power of minus 1 over 2, and these two can also cancel these two here. These two can also cancel these two here. You'll be left with cos raised power of 1 over 2 raised power of minus 1 theta multiplying sin theta cos theta d theta. That's what we have. So now let's solve this further. Now we're getting close to an answer. This is gamma 1 over 2 all squared. So this will give 2 integral from 0 to pi over 2 1 over sin theta, because sine inverse is also written like this, multiplying also 1 over cos theta multiplying sin theta multiplying cos theta d theta. So this cos can go with this cos here, this sine can go with this sine here. So you will now have gamma 1 over 2 all squared to be equal to 2 integral from 0 to pi over 2 of d theta. So you are just left with theta here. So if you take this integral, you are going to have 2 multiplying theta, taking limit from 0 to pi over 2. So this is going to give you, if you take substitute the upper limit, you are going to have 2 multiplying pi over 2. If you substitute the lower limit, you are going to have 0 minus 0. And this is going to be 2 multiplying pi over 2. 2 can cancel 2. Then that means 2 can cancel 2. Then that means this is now equal to pi. This is now equal to pi. I would like to do this in this same sheet here. So let's just build this space. So that means gamma 1 over 2 squared is equal to pi. Then taking the square root of both sides, taking the square root, let me write the answer here. Answer, taking the square root of both sides here, taking the square root of both sides, that means gamma 1 over 2 will be equal to square root of pi. And this is your answer. Therefore, gamma 1 over 2 is equal to square root of pi. Please, I would like you to like this video, subscribe. You can also share it to your friends, and don't forget to click the notification bell to get updated each time we upload a video. Thank you.